Okay, today's Revit tip, we're going to talk about the Maximize 3D Extents tool. In this data set, I have kind of pre-configured so it's a little bit easier to identify. Um, I've linked in an architectural model, and I've changed the levels in the architectural link to reflect as pink so we can differentiate between the level on the link, and our internally posted levels that are copy monitored back to this linked model. Occasionally, once a project's set up, we don't always see the full X and Y of the project extents. And what happens is, say down here, we've got this section mark, and I want to go to this view. We'll see stuff missing, these datums, these levels missing. They're not really missing, we just can't see them in this view. And the reason for that is the levels themselves, they're planar, so they're infinite. But unless they intersect with the current view scope box, you won't see them displayed in the view you want to see. This is also reflective in our 3D view. You can see we've got this level roof, level 4, level 3, and here what we actually are having, we have an optical illusion. It looks like level 2's down here, and level 1 is doesn't look coplanar, but they actually are. If you rotate the model around, you can see the effect. So level 1 truly is coplanar, but it hasn't extended out to meet the background level 1. And the same thing with level 2. This hasn't extended out far enough so that we can see it in all the views. And it's a really simple tool we have in Revit, but not everybody knows it's there or knows what it's used for. So I'm going to go back to my section. The easiest way is to select an object, a similar object, um, another level in this case, and you can right click on this object and use your select all instances. Now, we don't want visible in view because that will only select the levels that are in this view. We want to get the bit levels that are not in this view. So we're going to go to entire project. And now, right click again. If we fire this maximize 3D extents, it's going to bring these levels in. The reason they came in over here is because the content we have in our MEP model is just as simple duck loop I dropped in. So it's finding the extents of what is in the current project. It doesn't look at the background link to see what the extents are. If you go back to 3D and you turn off the link, you can see a better illustration. I'm trying to explain. So there's my duct loop, and it's gone to the extents of the objects that are in our current model. Turn this back on. And that's a simple enough fix. Now that we actually have it here, you can simply grab it and drag it out to match. Um, if we were putting this particular section in a sheet, we would suppress the levels that are in the background. Now, similarly, sometimes you may be in a section view, and perhaps you want to put in a reference plane. Perhaps you want to put in a reference plane. Take the plane, you draw it in, or maybe you want it down here and you want it to represent, kind of the bottomless structure, say. Bottom structure first off. So we've drawn this reference plane here. Again, it's a plane, goes forever. Um, but where we see it is just constrained to the view we're in currently. So now if I go back to this level check, I won't see that reference plane here because it doesn't extend into where this elevation is coming from. So again, we can go back to this section where we drew it, select that, maximize 3D extents. Now if we go back to levels check, there's that reference plane, bottom structure, first level. it's gone and found and extends everything out model. It's a nice tool to find and extend your datum levels if things are missing, and you can bring stuff in without having to search all over and trying to figure out which view you placed it in, and you can lose these things in a hurry if you go that route. So thanks for watching. That's typically